hardest working ring announcers in the business. Always happy to have him along with us here in Canada as well. Folks, thanks so much for joining us once again. ETWA's Border Brawl continues, and we've got ETWA Tag Team Gold on the line. Peter DeLong on the call, and I've been calling the Cold Hard Guapos since they joined forces here in ETWA, and they have established themselves as one of the most dominant and dangerous forces in the independent scene today. And all the way back at This Is Still Our Town last month, the Cold Hard Guapos gained those tag team titles in a four-way tag team match when the other three teams, which were the Cold Hard Guapos, the Lost Boys, which you see here right now, and the Rat Bastards, all teamed up on the, at the time, tag team champions, the Colony, when they realized that if they just joined forces and eliminated the Colony right off the bat, then a new tag team champion was guaranteed to commence, and that's exactly what they did. They all joined forces, eliminating the Colony, and at the end of the competition, the Cold Hard Guapos stood victorious. Now, the Lost Boys seek to rectify that loss with another shot at the tag team championships here, as they now have a straight-on collision right ahead of them with the Cold Hard Guapos. See Junie Underwood, the fire starter, up there on the ropes. The Backbreak Kid, Ethan Promise over there in the corner. They are ready for this competition. One of the best up-and-coming tag teams on the scene today. Been calling them all over the East Coast as of late. Underwood, Diego Alvarez locking up the El Guapo of grappling. I'm still angry that I didn't come up with that because it is incredibly clever. However, that's about as far as the accolades go, as far as I'm concerned, with Diego Alvarez and his giant insurance policy, Johnny Pierce. These guys have those tag team titles, and there's no signs of them allowing anyone to even get close to taking those titles off of them. And we'll see if the Lost Boys can take the Cold Hard Guapos to their limits tonight. As we see Junie Underwood getting a little bit of poetic justice there, as the Lost Boys taunting Diego Alvarez, doing a little mimicking of what he just did earlier. Lock up once again. Sunnyside Elementary School here in Stanstead, Quebec. Excellent hosts. Really happy to be here. Thanks so much to them and to the faculty here for allowing us to come in and treating us so well. Hopefully, they're going to go home happy and maybe see some new tag team champions here, as Junie Underwood has wrist control. Diego Alvarez doing what he can to turn that around, and he does just that, as now he is in control of the wrist and therefore entire body of Junie Underwood. You control the wrist, you control the direction of the entire person. Junie Underwood knows that. Look at this, back and forth and trying to keep up with the action, but it's just too fast. Excellent chain wrestling by these two young talents. Headlock takeover takes the competition to the ground now. I got to call Diego Alvarez's very first match, Derby Line Community Day. Since then, he has been on a straight upward rise. His talent is only matched by his confidence in himself. You want to know how good Diego Alvarez is? Just ask him. He'll tell you about it all day. And if you want to know how good Johnny Pierce is, Pierce won't say a word. He'll just show you. The size of this man is incredible. Junie Underwood trying his best to fire off with the big man. But the strength of Pierce. Oh no, got him by the throat now. Picks him up like a sack of potatoes. Puts him over his shoulder. Underwood fights out, drop kick to the back, and Johnny Pierce sent into the wrong corner. Misses with the clothesline, and here comes the Backbreak Kid. rolls through, gets out of the way of that huge boot. Rapid fire strikes now by Ethan Promise. Going for that crucifix pin, but Pierce powers him up into a fireman's carry position. Ethan not giving away, but hold on a second, finally wriggles free. And now another tag. Double team maneuvering now. Oh, big double kick. Huge double drop kick. Diego Alvarez legally tagged in. Misses with a clothesline, and Junie Underwood right back to work on that wrist. Ethan Promise up to the top. Pardon me, up to the second rope. It's a little safer to come off the second rather than the top. Safety first, folks. Now rapid fire tagging, cutting the ring in half, keeping Alvarez on their side of the ring, dropping that knee onto the shoulder and elbow. Looks like they have targeted this specific point of interest here. And Ethan Promise off the top rope. Really working on that elbow and shoulder. And I'm just now realizing, I'm seeing on my monitor, quick pinning attempt, not enough, however. I'm realizing that there's a beautiful young lady on the outside holding the tag team championships. I believe, if you want to go back a few months, I believe that is the fan that was in the crowd that caught the eye of Diego Alvarez. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Using her as a human shield. What a jerk. So I was saying, I guess Alvarez and this young lady got friendly because now she seems to be aligned with the team of the Cold Hard Guapos. However, leave it to Diego Alvarez and Johnny Pierce to not even call attention to it, not even introduce her. Two count only as Diego Alvarez continues the punishment on the challengers. Alvarez and Pierce called their shot a long time ago, said very vocally and very openly that they would be the ones to dethrone the Colony, who held those titles for a long, long time at ETWA. And they certainly called their shot accurately, as much as I hate to admit it. And when you have the confidence to call your shot like that, you likely have enough reason to be confident in that, and that means they're going to be able to back up their claims, and they're going to be holding on to those titles with an iron grip. It's going to take a whole lot to even get close to defeating this team. And they've said in the past, there's no other team that looks like them. Diego Alvarez, the high flyer, the mat wrestler, and Johnny Pierce, just the straight up power, the monstrous Johnny Pierce. The two of them together are an incredible force, folks. Big scoop slam. Ethan Promise, you can see the pain written across his face. And listen, I like the Lost Boys. These two are two incredible talents, and quite frankly, nice kids when you really talk to them. But their chances are slipping away. They are slipping through their fingers as now the numbers game comes into play. Johnny Pierce getting a little bit of questionable tactics on the outside there as the referee is distracted. And that young lady, the smug look on her face, looks like she's right at home with these two. But the attitudes line up perfectly. And a one count equating to a message being sent to Diego Alvarez, basically a silent version of it's gonna take a whole lot more than that to keep me down. And listen, I've seen the Lost Boys go to war with plenty of tag teams. They have the ability to do it. I believe it's just a matter of, do they have the ability to combat the questionable tactics of the cold hard Guapos, because that is what gives them the ultimate advantage. Out of the way quick. Alvarez face first at that top turnbuckle. Here comes Ethan Promise. Not enough. Alvarez gets the shoulder up, rolls through it. Oh, what a clothesline. Cutting off the momentum that Ethan Promise was building up there on behalf of the Lost Boys. And Johnny Pierce just steps over the top rope. Not because he has to, but because it shows something. It shows how large and how monstrous this man is. It's also incredibly intimidating when you're on the opposite side of the ring and you see the guy that you're about to get into a fight with easily step over the top rope. Ethan Promise fighting back, but Pierce just cutting him off once again. The Lost Boys just cannot catch a break, can't seem to get the momentum going. Judy Underwood in much better situation on the outside, much fresher, ready to get in there, but Promise just can't find his way over there. The cold hard Guapos successfully keeping Promise away from his own corner. And the longer he stays in that ring, the less chance for the Lost Boys to walk out of here the new ETWA Tag Champs. Another pin attempt and another kick out by Ethan Promise, showing that he has still got some fight left in that tank. But Underwood on the outside really wants to get in there. And for good reason. Oh, wait a minute. Alvarez, the pelvic gyrations, followed up by the neck breaker. Mothers, cover your daughter's eyes. And Judy Underwood has seen enough in there to break up the pin. I don't think he needed to. Wait a minute, why does he have the belt? This is one of the things that really makes me angry about Diego Alvarez. He has all the talent and potential in the world, but instead of using it, he lowers himself to tactics like that. Thankfully, the referee was there to get the belt out of his hands. Oh, Promise rolls out of there. Step up Enziguri, finds a mark. Alvarez on Dream Street. Promise inching his way, and Judy Underwood, the legal man in this, sends one into Johnny Pierce. Boot to the chin of Alvarez. Kicks the legs out underneath the big man. Alvarez all by himself. Back elbow right to the bridge of the nose. Goes to the midsection. Look at that kick. The fire starter, Judy Underwood, peppering him with offense. Big forearm. Rising uppercut. Snapmares him through. Coming around front. Big kick right across the face. Sets him up now. Beautiful Northern Light suplex. Hooks the leg. Not enough to keep the tag champ down. Fight continues. Ethan Promise back up into the corner. Judy Underwood pointing to him already. I don't know if he's pointing to the corner or his partner, but I don't know if Ethan Promise is ready to get back in here. He can't be back at 100%, but they've got something in mind. Now wait a minute, the young lady is up on the apron now, distracting the referee. Johnny Pierce is in the ring. Pierce tries to kick Judy Underwood's head off. And now Ethan Promise in a bad way. There was no legal tag. Referee needs to get Johnny Pierce out of there. Double team maneuver. Get him out of there, ref. And thank goodness the fire starter had enough wherewithal to realize what was going on, got back in there quick, and broke up the pin. Big Gamagiri. Here he comes, the educated feet of Judy Underwood. Right back at it. Officially tagged in. Lost Boys now starting to swing that pendulum of momentum into their favor. Right back to what they were doing earlier. Here we go. Double elbow stomped right to the prone chest of Diego Alvarez. Oh, come on! Pierce on the outside, pulling Judy Underwood out before the 3 count could be achieved. Underwood pushes Johnny Pierce into the ring post, but that may have been the biggest opportunity they've had thus far. And I don't know if they're going to be able to get another opportunity like that again. Well, there you go. He got his answer. Off the ropes now. Tope Suicidorino by the fire starter, Judy Underwood. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Eighth and Promise. Oh! Pulling out all the stops on this one, folks. They want to take those tag team titles home, and they want it bad. But keep on them, boys. Don't let them recuperate. Get him back into the ring. Picking Alvarez up, sending him back into the ring. Not choosing to go for the pin. Another double team maneuver. Alvarez, I don't think he knows where he is. His eyes rolling into the back of his head. Judy Underwood back into the ring, still not going for the pin. I don't know if that's a smart move. Picking the tag team champion back up. And Underwood reminding Ethan Promise to take care of Johnny Pierce on the outside. He does just that, or at least he attempts to. Pierce catches. Oh no, wait a minute. Looks like a Uranagi onto the apron there on the side of the ring. And Alvarez has his belt. Belt to the side of the face. Referee never saw it. You gotta be kidding me. Diego Alvarez turns him around. I'm prettier. No, not like this. Rolls him over for the pin. You gotta be kidding me. All the potential and talent and strength and ability in this team, and they still have to resort to questionable tactics to get the job done. It's absolutely sickening. Regardless, still your ETWA Tag Team Champions, the cold, hard Guapos. Stick around, folks. Plenty more action to come on Border Brawl.